podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Good job with the shot, and the Slough Jets have taken the lead on the power play. With 20 seconds with the shot for a goal. No need for the save from Lordo, and Campbell finds himself in, and it's 3-1 to the Chelsea Chieftains.
Hello and welcome to Zero Pucks Given, the UK Ice Hockey Podcast. Thanks so much for joining us. This is our interview episode for this week where we're going to catch up with one of the stars from the NIHL 1 South and beyond. First, I'd love to tell you about our partners. We are in partnership with the Hockey Art Co. Hockey clothing for hockey people, worn by the best and hated by the rest. There's artistic, stylish hoodies, hats, caps, beanies, the lot at hockeyartclothing.co.uk. Really cool stuff by Mike Giannoni. You can get 10% off of everything from hockeyartclothing.co.uk when you use the code ZP10. We're also in partnership with 2 Minutes for Trading. Dylan has created some budget-friendly sort of special cards that teams can use to interact more with their fans and get a little bit of income coming in as well. They're really fantastic quality. The picture quality and the stats on them are absolutely brilliant, and I've seen fans at all the rinks that are available going wild for them. So get in touch with Dylan at 2 Minutes for Trading if you want your club to get involved in that. We're also in partnership with Manscaped.com, the globally recognised brand of male grooming stuff. Absolutely everything for every single part of your body that you could possibly think of shaving. There is a piece of equipment that you can do it with at Manscaped.com. And you can get 20% off when you use the code ZeroPucks20. And we're on the Sports Social Podcast Network, the largest sports podcast network in Europe, boasting over 500 podcasts from more than 20 different sports. And we're absolutely thrilled that the ZPG network is part of it. But as I said, this is our interview episode for this week. It's episode 122. This is going to be the first of 2 interview episodes that come out this week, because episode 123, as requested by him, is going to be with Solent Devils' Drew Campbell. That's going to be coming out a little bit later on this week. But for this episode, we're going to be catching up with a player who's played in the Britain for quite a bit, also played in the National League. This year, he is actually signed in the National League and two-wayed with the Romford Buccaneers and the Raiders. It's Harvey Briggs. Harvey Briggs, how you doing, fella?
I'm good, man. I'm good. You?
Yes, mate. Great. Thank you so much for joining me. This was kind of planned for last year, and we kind of run out of time.
Yeah, it was.
After I bumped into you down at, because you were at Streatham last year, of course, playing in the Britain. So I bumped into you down there. But, mostly playing with the Raiders this year on a two-way with the Bucks. So how was your weekend with the Raiders this weekend?
It was good. I think I've got a couple of assists. I'm not too sure. But I know I did definitely get a few. But it was a good weekend.
There was a good weekend with the Bucks as well, actually, wasn't it? The Bucks took 5.
Yeah, they won. They won both as well. Overtime. I think it was overtime in both games.
No, overtime on Saturday night, and then they won 6-2, I believe, on Sunday in MK. I did watch it on the screen.
That's good.
But it's good. So obviously with you on the two-way, but you're actually signed for the Raiders, and then your two-way is with the Buccaneers. So is it?
Yeah. So do you know
game you can drop down?
Say again? Yeah, literally that. And do you know what it was? Because of my DJing and other things, they didn't want to sign me full time because then you can't take it over 25 if I'm fully signed. But if I'm on a two-way, they can sign another over 25. So then you just done that, and it makes more sense as well. So I think that was the main reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is good.
Because, I mean, when you play two, how do you find the level then when you drop down? Do you find it's a bit slower and you've got a bit more time?
Yeah, so much more time. But it's a bit too easy in that aspect. It's like, not in a big-headed way, like you've got so much time, I can just get the puck, look up, decide if I want to skate or not. Whereas NHL National League, it's either you're skating or you dish it off quick. It's a lot more competitive, which I do like. And it keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, I caught you for a couple of times for the Bucks this year on their live stream. And it's something, I mean, I've noticed in you over the last sort of 3 or 4 years, you improve year on year on year. Just get, the more you play. I mean, you had an incredibly successful year last year with Streatham. What was that like stepping from the Buccaneers, or who were the junior Raiders at that point, into Streatham?
Do you know what it was? I played at Streatham my whole life, and then I started off at Streatham, my first ever like men's league, men's stepping up to men's. I started off at Streatham, and then I left a few games in because of certain reasons. I wasn't too happy in my ice time and whatnot. And then I went to Romford to just develop myself really and just get ice time and get used to playing in an actual one. And then I went back to Streatham, I think it was 2 years after. Yeah, two years after I did. And then I played at Streatham. But it was good. It was good. It was really fun. It was fun. It was a good bunch of boys. Yeah, just couldn't complain really.
No, I mean, their drive down there just must be incredible. I know when I've spoken to players both on and off the podcast that, I mean, to win the league 4 years on the trot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just astonishing.
Yeah, it is.
Do you feel, I think I spoke to Milts when he was on about this, do you feel the target on your back every time you go on the ice when it's like that?
You do feel a bit of pressure. You do feel like we've got something everybody wants and they want to stop it, and you do have that pressure to keep going, to hold the title and not let go of it. So when you do play a game, say you play a game against Solent or someone like that, which you know they can perform on a night, then you know you've got to step up, and if you don't step up, then you could lose the game. So I think it does keep you on your toes, and it does keep you complacent and just.
Well, that happened in the playoff semi-final last year, didn't it? When you kind of against Solent, and they really turned up on the day, and you guys couldn't really find an answer to it. But did you then go on and play in the National League final? At Coventry?
I wasn't there. I wasn't there. Yeah, I wasn't there, but I think they did, and they won it. Yeah,
they did. They went and beat.
They won it.
Went and beat the Billingham Stars up at Coventry, but so they had such a incredible roster. It kind of goes to say that even a player as good as you they overly miss you, did they, with the roster that they had?
Yeah, a very balanced team.
So your time with the Raiders this year, I mean, in the summer, I know obviously Streatham announced that you weren't going to be re-signing for them because you'd been offered a chance in a higher division, which hadn't been announced at the time, because at the time, Romford ice hockey was up in the air as far as everyone because there's been a lot of changes. I mean, what can you tell us about that? Were you guys in the know?
I personally don't really know too much. I just know I think they changed ownership, and that's about it really. But other than that, I don't really know much. I just got asked to play, and I was like, another opportunity to play at Romford in National League and still play an actual one. I'm not gonna turn it down. Do you know what I mean? No,
absolutely. And there's a lot of youngsters in that squad as well. Players that you would have played with previously, the likes of Tommy Huggett, TJ Anderson, and Joe Tamarlin as well.
Yeah, I've never actually played with Joe. I think this is my first time playing with Joe.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but TJ I played with, Tommy I played with, and I did play National League when I was at Romford, I think 2 years ago, the year before last year. So yeah, 2 years ago, I was with the National League boys. I played a few games with them when Sean was coaching. So it was good to be back with them.
Yeah, boys. Romford are just one of these teams, aren't they? That they just seem to pull a result out of nowhere. And you'll have, like, someone give you a weekend, and you might have, Sheffield and Leeds on a weekend, and everyone go, nah. And you'll walk away with the full 6 points. It's just absolutely amazing.
I think we're a bit slept on, but I think that's a good thing. I do think that's a good thing in a way, because they're thinking, they're not going to bring a fight, and then we turn up, and we're keeping them on their toes. And if they're not on their toes, we're going to win. And we have a good bunch of boys that are just committed, willing to work, willing to play hard. And we're all on the same page. And we all have a laugh off the ice. We're all good mates off the ice. And it's no bad.
You're just a room full of underdogs, aren't you?
Yeah. I think when it's time to come together, we all come together and pull through, which is good.
Yeah.
And no one moans at each other. No one bitches. We just say, do this right, do that right. Obviously, we have a little moments, but we all just come together as a team really well. And I think that's the best thing, really best, good thing.
Yeah, and your imports have slotted right in this year at Romford. They've really hit the ground running.
Good.
Have you picked anything up off them?
They give me pointers here and there, but they're really good. They're really good, nice people, just really, really chilled. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to say much, but from they're really good, just good players, nice people, and they just keep you on your toes and they just help you better your game.
I suppose that's the
As a
main thing,
young
actually.
one.
Yeah, if you're playing with players that are a level above you, it's picking it up off of them, isn't it? And it's kind of like it's the opposite of the one rotten apple spoils the whole batch. If you've got one golden apple in there, you can all rub off it and get a bit of yourself.
Yeah, they are good. They do have some good leadership. And even the young ones, as a young one, normally you feel like, do this, do that. I don't know if back in the day, it's like, go on the ice, just get it in, get a change. Do you know what I mean? Dump it in, work hard. But we're here at Romford. I feel like if I try to make a move, they'll say, hey, make a move in the offensive zone when you've got the chance, but try not to do it in the neutral zone or on a blue line because it's a bit too risky. Do you know what I mean? They give you that freeway as long as you don't overdo it. So then you can play your game if you want it to be. Same way, I like holding the puck. I like making moves. I like making plays. They'll help me better my game that way. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's really good.
Yeah.
To help you develop who you are as a person and not just be that cross the red line, dump it in and chase.
No,
I think that's good.
When you're playing with, especially with imports of that quality, that if you do something a little bit off the bat that no one's really expecting, they'll probably be able to read it.
Yeah, yeah.
Give you an option then to lay a pass off in the offensive zone, which is, as you say, it's been picking up assists really for Romford, isn't it? So far?
Yeah, it is good. Yes, I think yesterday I played with Shuey and TJ, and that was really good. And Shuey got 4 goals. TJ got 1 or 2. And yeah, it's just effortless, really. It's really good playing with them. The chemistry they were picking up, and yeah.
It was the Bees on Sunday, wasn't it, that you beat?
Bees, yeah. Bracknell Bees, yeah. Or Berkshire Bees, I think.
Oh, yeah, Berkshire, yeah. That side. Was it Sheffield on Saturday? Was it Sheffield Steel Dogs on Saturday?
Yeah.
Was
Sheffield
that
Steel Dogs. We started off a bit slow, but we got a couple goals. And then I think the ref was a bit bad, I will be honest. But we can't always count that in for goals. But yeah, we did start off a bit slow, but we got a couple goals on the board, which was good. And then towards the end, it was just a close game, really. Like, they picked it up, we stepped up, and we just held through. Ethan had a really good game. He kept us in quite a bit as well. But we all just came through as a team, again, and just won the game, which was a good game.
And then was it Saturday night, Sheffield, straight to DJing somewhere in the middle of the night?
No DJing. Just straight hockey these couple of weeks. But I think November, December, I'll be back to DJing.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit then, because I mean, I keep seeing you popping up on Instagram Live.
Yeah.
No, you're definitely this cool dad doing all the music stuff. We were like both Romford clubs revealed that you became a dad about a month ago to a lovely baby girl, which you're enjoying, I know. I'm not a cool dad. I'm an old dad, so I have no idea what song it is you're playing or whatever it is you're playing when you jump on Instagram. But I mean, how did you get into that? And in all fairness, become quite a relative success.
Do you know what it was? I've always, as young, I always wanted to DJ. Like, I've seen it. I was like, I've always wanted to do it, but I didn't know anybody that DJ. Like, no one in my family really knew anybody that DJ. But and you know Milique Martelli?
Yeah.
Me and him, we've grown up playing hockey our whole life since we was like 3 years old. So I think it was his 18th birthday party. I've gone to his 18th birthday party, and his cousin had decks. And I said, "Can you teach me?" But he just showed me the basics, and within 10 minutes, I was mixing. I said, if it's this easy, I want to do it. And then obviously that's when I started going raving as well. So then there's a couple of people I started watching, and I started following them because I really liked their music. And then they realized me, and I told them, I'm starting DJing. I've been practicing. And then they just saw me going to the studio all the time. And then they gave me my first booking. And then, that was it. After that, just kept practicing, kept DJing. As you see, I still go live now. I just love it. I just love music. So it's just natural to me. I just love music. And I think that's why.
So it was easy because it came natural to you then?
Yeah, I just love the music. And the passion I have for it, like, you see how how we have a passion for hockey, we love hockey. That's how I feel the same way about music. So then I said, I just want to, if I like music, I want to play music other people like hearing that I like me. And yeah, I think just my bubbly personality and other people just like it. So I
Yeah.
think that helped me a lot as well.
That's funny because I was the opposite. I used to be in a heavy metal band.
Oh, sick.
But me and my band used to write music that we liked. We didn't care if anyone else liked it. It was if anyone else liked it. It was a bonus. We just did what we liked.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah. My career as a metalhead actually kind of throws me out the spectrum a little bit of what it is that you're DJing. But I mean, what's like some of the biggest nights that you've done then? Because you've got yourself quite a sort of social media following, which we're going to be abusing by making you collaborate on the post.
That's fine. So I've done quite a few. I've done Garage Nation Festival. I've done.
Is garage still a thing?
Mm-hmm. Quite a big Garage Nation Festival, yeah, every year.
Because is it underground now? Because like garage was massive, like when I was 15. I'm not
it's still going.
Like how long ago that was. It was quite a long time ago, but
it's still going. It is still going. But yeah, Garage Nation, they had a house tent. That was Garage Nation / One Dance Festival. Where else I've done? Transmission Festival.
I've heard of that one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the other festival I've done. I can't remember the name of it. But I've got my artist badge upstairs. So bad. Matt's Barbecue, that's it. Matt's Barbecue. Don't know if you've heard of that. That's quite big. And yeah, I've DJed at quite a few of the biggest clubs: Ministry of Sound, E1, London East, Egg, just loads of places. Yeah.
Did I see over the summer that you had a residency at one of them as well with your DJing?
Yeah, that's Beehive. That's my residency.
Is that in Barnet?
Pardon?
Is that in Barnet?
No. I think so you know what it is? A residency is where I play at an event. So every time there's a party, I'm playing at the event, or like I'm a part of that event. Do you know what I mean? But where we hold parties, it can be wherever. Say there's a nice venue in, I don't know, let's say Bracknell. You could say, hey, we're throwing a party here. Then you sell tickets and everybody will go there and party. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Is it like I see you might see them on the telephone poles around traffic lights?
Yeah, definitely that, yeah.
I always look at that thinking, I wonder who calls that.
Literally.
Because it starts at like 2 a.m. I'm like, I ain't making that. I'm going to be...
Yeah. Some of them go from most of the normal night ones are from like 11 p.m. or 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Yeah. I suppose, I mean, we did sort of joke in the summer that it doesn't really affect your hockey because it happens after.
Got used to it. I think the killer ones is when I have a Saturday and Sunday game. So I play the Saturday game, go to a booking, and I get home and I'm running on like 2 hours sleep and I have to play a game. But I don't know, I've played some pretty good games off of no sleep.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's pretty good practice for having a baby as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go right back to the beginning then. You said you started playing with Milique. So did you start playing roller as well?
Yeah, literally, we both played roller hockey our whole life since 3 years old. I don't know, probably say 10, 11. I think I started ice and he probably, well, maybe even younger. I started ice first, then he came over to ice. Played at Streatham my whole juniors career up to under 18s. Played our first year at Streatham. That's when I left at the beginning of the season, but he stayed. I went to Romford. He played there, I think, for another season or two. And then that's when he went to MK. And then that's when I played at Streatham again. And I've gone back to Romford.
Yeah, I must have, that season after, I think it was Malique's last season at Streatham. And we were at the end of the season, and I'd say to my daughter in the summer, like, who should we sign at Chelmsford this year? Who should we sign? And straight away she'd be like, let's sign Milique Martelli and Harvey Briggs.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we're going to get them.
It's hard. Because even Scott Davies was saying to come to Chelmsford as well. I was like, nah.
Scott was a goalie, wasn't he, at Chelmsford, I think?
Yeah.
He was with the Warriors last year.
Yeah, he played roller as well. He's known me my whole life. Me and Milique played roller hockey with him my whole life.
So what was your sort of experience with roller? Because I know Milique has played for GB, isn't he, with roller? Did you
done it all. Yeah, we both done GB. I've done GB Park as well, but he didn't do the park. He just done the ball. I've done GB Park,
Is
GB
that
Road, like
so in line with a puck?
yeah. So inline with a park, and then Milique done inline with a ball as well. So I've
Mm.
done inline with a ball and inline with a park. Yeah,
I think they just they did a World Championships in Italy recently with that, didn't they? Because
yeah,
Dylan Dix at Chelmsford, is
yeah,
the dual national, was playing for them. What's
yeah.
the real difference then? Obviously, aside from the geometric shape between puck and ball, is one particularly
Mm.
harder than the other?
No, they're both. The ball is a lot more physical, and puck, I'd say, I don't know. They're both as fun as each other, but both as different. I don't really know how to explain it, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I don't really know. It's just different, but fun in the same way.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
But that's the only thing for me that kind of makes hockey a little bit like cricket, is that you can enjoy the sport as a whole, but there's so many different ways you can play it.
Yeah,
Because you
yeah,
can do, as you said, hockey in line with a puck, in line with a ball. You could do roller on the quads, can't you?
yeah,
Which, I mean, that just
yeah,
looks mental. I mean, I can do a little bit of inline, not so much with my knees these days because I'm really old. Yeah, when they're doing it on quads, I'm like, how on earth do you move around like that on quads?
I've got some quads in there actually as well.
But was you just a natural with that then? As soon as you got on any sorts of skates, it was just natural?
See, if you told me about this earlier, I could have I could literally probably still get the pictures up now and send them to you. But I've got pictures of me from when I was literally free on quads. Literally just thumbs up. Like literally because my mum played roller hockey as well. She done roller hockey. But this is when it was on quads. Like ages ago. Street hockey. So when I was young, I was just always looking at her skates, and she got me my first pair of skates. I just never took them off. And she took me hockey, and never said no since. Just always loved it. Always loved it.
Do they do anything in the UK like a street hockey 3-on-3 or anything like that?
So they do I'm not sure, they do an Ironman 3-on-3 tournament, but I think that's inline park, not really street. But they do a 3-on-3 Ironman tournament where it's just a straight 3-on-3. I think we have 6 players or 9 players or something like that, and it's just straight 3-on-3 tournament, and it's brutal. Like, it's hardcore. It's just go non-stop.
Is that all on concrete as well?
No, that's on an indoor rink.
That's indoor.
Yeah, indoor rink.
Yeah, we don't really get the weather here to do it outdoor too much, I suppose, do we? Not like you see on Mighty Ducks.
Nah, you don't.
But no, I say it's just, I think it's so brilliant the amount of you guys that play the different variables of the sport, and it's I mean, obviously anything hand-eye with any of you hockey guys, it just seems to be like you pick up a golf club and you're all awesome at it. It's,
yeah.
You gone there? Have you gone to golf?
I've actually never played golf.
Oh, really?
Never ever played golf, but I was really good at table tennis. I played table tennis for a club. I played badminton for a club. What else? I played football when I was younger. But yeah, my dad's really good at badminton. So I just went there and played badminton with him in my spare time, like school holidays. I just go play badminton with him when I was younger. Table tennis, I used to do that in primary school and secondary for a club. So yeah, just always been active with sport somehow with hand-eye. Always been active.
Yeah. And I suppose the DJing's quite a lot of hand-eye as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that DJing is more ears, It's more ears than anything. Like, DJ, I've got the decks right here. That's what they're rested on. Literally, the decks are there, but I think other than that, it's just press and play and just using your ears and making sure it's in beat.
Yeah, pressing it at the right time.
Literally.
But how we said earlier, obviously, that you've a month ago you became a dad. You got your little baby daughter now. Has that changed your outlook at all on how you play or how often that you'll play as you get older?
Do you know what it is? I don't think so, no. Because me and my girlfriend, we spoke about it a lot already. And I'm trying to make a living out of DJing. It's really, truly, it's only a weekend thing. Do you know what I mean? So 2 days out of a weekend, or even 1 day, 1 night, it doesn't really make a difference. Do you know what I mean? So like throughout the week, we just balance it out easily. So I think other than that, I don't think it will affect anything. Because really and truly, it's a night time. She's going to be asleep at that night. Go do the job, come home, could be back within 2 hours, 3 hours. You know what I mean?
She's a keeper.
Yeah.
Let's you do your dream and play hockey at the same time. That is an absolute keeper. So we said we put out a little thing to get some questions for you. We said off air, I'm not entirely sure I'm doing it right, whether it's going out to as many people as I'd like it to. But we did get a couple of responses. One of them has come in anonymously. And it did ask for your opinion on the differences at Romford under the new ownership, as to whether it's has it improved. Do you think there's a more professional element to the team now?
Well, I can't really answer that, because when I was playing National League before, I didn't play much. I think I played 6 games, but I was just playing Bucks, and then I'll get the odd call up here and there. Do you know what I mean? And I was training 5 times a week, and I was just knackered. I had to carry my bag on the train from London to Romford, and I was saying, I can't. I was just burning out myself with the DJ and the hockey, and then training the extra 3 days just to I don't know, maybe play a game on a Saturday or a Sunday with the Raiders. I just called it off and just played the night show one. So I can't really call on that. But this year is really good. Can't complain at all. The organisation is good. We get looked after very well. Everyone is nice. The staff is nice. The fans are nice. You just can't complain. It's a really good organisation.
I think it's one of my favourite rinks to visit as well.
Yeah.
As an away fan, I absolutely love going to the Sapphire.
Yeah, it is good, man. The ice is good. Everything about Romford, I can't complain.
Yeah, no, I think they did announce over the tannoy on Saturday night at the Buccaneers home game that you would be on the podcast this week, and I'm also I'm going to be up in the commentary gantry on November the 9th for Buccaneers against Chelmsford. So
okay.
I'll be looking forward to that. It's see whether the Raiders got a game or not, as to whether we see you out on the ice that night.
Yeah, that's true.
And then we have a question from the aforementioned Scotty Davis, who wants to know: do you still wear pink pajama bottoms?
I sweat. Nah, I don't.
What's the story behind that then, mate?
So you know what it was? When I was younger, my mum, I needed new sweats, and my mum had some really small leggings that she didn't wear, and they were pink, and they fitted me, and I didn't care. I used to have pink laces. I quite like pink. Even now, I've got some trainers that are pink. I didn't really care. I'm one of these people. I'll wear whatever I want. I don't really care if you like it or not. And I just wore the pink sweat bottoms. And yeah.
But that's always good. That's always good for a bit of change and banter, isn't it? I suppose.
Literally.
Are you much of a superstitious one when you set up to play? Have you got any sort of rituals that you do?
So me, I don't really like sitting in my kit. So normally I'll get to the ring on time. Chill, I always take my stick. Always have freshly clipped on my stick. I always have my AirPods in. Always have my music playing when we're getting changed. And I just take my time to get ready, really. Just take my time. And yeah. That was it, really. Nothing much. Sweets and a chocolate. And Lucozade. A white chocolate Twix. I have to have a white chocolate Twix.
Oh, really?
And Haribo's Star Mix. White chocolate Twix and Haribo Star Mix.
They can be quite hard. They can be quite hard to get hold of, can't they? White chocolate Twix.
Easy. Anywhere. Tesco's, corner shop, anywhere.
So, all right, that's off superstitions. Just going to find back where I was.
Oh, one more. And I always do my left side to my right side. So I'll put my left skate on before my right, left elbow before my right, left shin pad before my right.
I hear that a lot from quite a lot of people, actually, the whole thing.
I don't know.
Is that an old school hockey thing, do you think, that's kind of made its way through?
I don't know. I've just always done it. Even with shoes at home, I just realised, it's left to right. And I'm very OCD. Everything in my store has to be a certain way. I don't know. Everything has to be a certain way. I don't know. It's weird.
Where did your number 23, where's that come from? Is that a Jordan thing?
So do you know what it was? My actual number is 13, as you can tell by my Instagram. I've always been 13 throughout juniors. 13 has been my number. And my mum was number 33. And obviously, I just said one time, I just said to Milique, like, yo, he was thinking what number. He was used to 50, 55. I said 33. It's a clean number, isn't it? So he took 33. And then one season, when I went up to Streatham, I couldn't be 13. So I took 23. Because I thought, let me just change the 1 to a 2. And I just stuck with it.
You just stuck with it?
Yeah. If I could go back to 13, I'd go back to 13. But I feel like it's been too long now, so I'm just going to keep with 23.
Yeah, why 13? Unlucky for some, but why for you?
I don't know. Like, my mum's number was either 13 or 33. And one of my grandmas was born on the 13th. So, I don't know. It's just always been a good number for me. Anything with 3, 13, 23 or 33. That is it.
That's quite a sort of deep subconscious there, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Right. Thank you so much for giving up some of your evening tonight. I know obviously you're quite full now. You've got a little baby girl. Yeah, like I said, I wish you so much luck for the rest of the season with the Raiders.
Thank you.
And when they don't have a game, I really look forward to seeing you play with the Bucks. You're one of my favourite players to watch. I think you're really exciting to watch. And
I think you sponsored me at Streatham, didn't you?
Yeah.
I didn't even realise that. But I want to thank you for that as well. I didn't even realise, and I realised not too long. I thought, hold on, I recognised that, and I realised it was you. So I just want to say thank you for sponsoring me then as well.
No, that's all right, dude. No worries at all.
But yeah.
Right. Excellent. Well, Harvey Briggs, thank you so much for your time, man, and we'll see you soon.
That's all right. Have a good evening. Look after yourself.
A massive thank you to Harvey for joining me on the podcast. As we said, we spoke at Streatham a bit last year. We just kind of ran out of time to get him in as we sort of got busy towards the end of the year with the playoffs and everything. So happy that we were able to get that done and over the line, especially now. He's having his little bit of a relax this evening after getting his daughter in the bar and getting her down to bed. So yeah, as I said, massive luck to him for the rest of the year and for all the stuff with babies, because that does make life a little bit more interesting. Well, thank you so much for listening. Make sure you check out all our partners, Hockey Art Co, 2 Minutes of Trading, Manscaped, and the Sports Social Podcast Network. Find us on all of the social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, Snapchat, TikTok. It's all there. You can subscribe to us on YouTube as well, so you can get notifications about all of the interview and roundup episode videos that go out, as well as some little Instagram shorts that I'm sort of starting to get to grips with now. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.